If you've ever wondered whether writing a book could change your life and business, this episode is for you. When I first set out to write the six pillars of a rewarding life, I didn't have a business or a platform. I was passionate about personal development, but my journey to writing a book was just the beginning. Little did I know at that time that this first book would be a trigger of transformations inside my career and inside my life. So today I'm going to explore three ways that writing a book changed my life or changed my business, from establishing credibility to discovering a new passion and creating new opportunities. I'm also going to connect those changes to idea to impact and how mapping out your book can boost your confidence. So let's start with number one, and that was establishing credibility from scratch. One of the most immediate and impactful changes that came from writing a book was the credibility it gave me, even when I had none. Before the six pillars of a rewarding life, I was just a passionate person with ideas and I had no established authority. I didn't have a business. I didn't have a public profile or a platform. I simply had a drive to share what I'd learned about personal growth and really set myself a bucket list goal to write a book and to become an author. And publishing that book was so pivotal because writing and publishing that book, it allowed me to present myself as someone with authority and expertise on personal development. And the newfound credibility opened doors that were previously closed. It wasn't just about me having a book. It was about having an asset that validated my ideas and helped me establish a presence of an author. And after that book's released, I noticed an immediate shift. People began to see me as an author and someone who was experienced in personal growth, personal development. And that led to invitations for speaking engagements and collaborations. And even though I was still in the early stages of figuring out what I wanted to do, I ultimately wanted to have an author business. But in addition to that, I started freelancing where I was writing articles for clients on platforms like Fiverr and Upwork. And the freelancing experience, it was great in a way because it helped me build a portfolio, but it also helped me realize very quickly that this wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to write books for myself. And that led to the second major change. And after the six pillars of a rewarding life, I started working on another book called Evolve Your Skills. And this was intended to be the first in the Performance Evolution series. If you look at the Evolve Your Skills, you'll notice that it says Performance Evolution series at the very top of the book if you've got it. But I haven't written any follow-up books yet. I will one day, but I haven't written any follow-up books for that. So it was intended to be the first book on the Performance Evolution series because I love being an author. I just love writing books. But however, as I worked on it, I was super curious about the process of people writing their own and the conversations I were having with others. They were struggling so much in just figuring it all out because people have the expectation that it takes years for this to happen. But that feedback was really a turning point for me. And I was probably like a quarter of the way through writing that second book called Evolve Your Focus. And that feedback was the turning point because I realized that really my true passion was not only in writing, but also helping other people turn their ideas into something that is powerful, something that they can use for the rest of their life. And I was excited about coaching others through their writing journeys. So this realization prompted a major shift. And I decided to pivot from my original plan, which was being an author, creating an author business. Also, as well, authors don't make a lot of money. You have to continually be putting books out for years, essentially, to earn a solid income to being a full-time writer. So I transitioned and I reflected on my efforts towards guiding others through that book writing process. And the pivot allowed me to leverage my experience to support others in bringing their ideas to life. So I transitioned into book coaching. And that was something that really aligned a newfound passion of mine. So I pivoted into a book coaching business, which leads me now to that third shift. And the third shift was creating new opportunities and expanding my platform. So this was the third significant change. And as I shifted towards book coaching, I realized the need for a book that aligned with this new direction. And that's when I wrote Publish to Impact. I've always been someone who loved business, and this is something that I wanted to work with on because business owners, they should be sharing their stories and they should be writing their books. So it was a strategic move for me to establish myself as an expert in helping business owners write and publish their books. So that's essentially where Publish to Impact came in, where I wrote that book targeted for business owners looking to write their book and amplify their business. And the book became a key asset for me because, again, led to speaking engagements and opportunities that I would never have had otherwise. And that book was really the springboard into working with new clients on taking them through that process, but also showcasing how a book can actually help grow your business. Because essentially, that book started from an idea, published impact. And now that it's really reinvigorated the direction I have inside my business, where Idea to Impact is focusing on business owners writing their books in an easy way that is going to be super supportive for them. And Published Impact was super instrumental in really the direction I wanted to take my business and the rebranding of Idea to Impact. And the book really just served as a springboard for connecting with a wider audience and establishing myself as an expert in book coaching, but also opening up those ideas for me to become a publisher as well, and really using Idea to Impact as a way to streamline the book writing process to help business owners believe that, hey, it is possible for me to become an author and to use my book inside my business, because I've done just that. Published Impact has formed the clients I've worked with. It's formed this podcast. It's formed my social media strategy. It's formed who I want to work with and who really aligns with my values and my mission as I help business owners become authors. So I really do hope that you become an author. And those are the three ways writing a book changed my business again. And it established my credibility. It helped me pivot towards a true passion I have. And it really opened up so many more opportunities. So I just want to close off by saying it all starts with an idea, and having a book idea is enough to get you started. Once you begin mapping out your book idea, you'll start to feel confident and you're going to have more than enough material to write something that is powerful, something that's going to grow your business, something that is going to make you a powerhouse in your industry and create more income, impact, and influence. So thanks for listening for today's episode. In the show notes, if you would like to join the Idea to Impact waitlist, there are details for it, and I please encourage you to do that. So that's it from me, and I'll catch you again on the next episode.